Semifinal game, where this will advance to the championship round. Two teams, Oregon West Conference, the Warriors of Philomath, the Marshfield Warriors. This time, let's go ahead and introduce the starters for the Warriors of Philomath.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside Marshfield High School for tonight's semifinal round of the 21st annual South Coast Holiday Tournament between the number 2 team in 4A, the Philomath Warriors, and the host school of the tournament, the Marshfield Pirates, ranked number 10 in the 4A classification. Philomath coming off a win in the first round. 16-point victory over Crook County was a low-scoring affair early on, just 6 points for each side in the first quarter. And Philomath able to separate their way in the end with some free throw shooting down the stretch. Meanwhile, Marshfield on the other end dominated Mazama in their opening game of the tournament, winning it by a final score of 53-14. Big win over the Vikings, and thus the two schools meet in a top 10 for a showdown. Marshfield has now won 4 straight, including wins over the Philomath's fellow Oregon West Conference foe, Newport, that started the win streak. But then again, all those wins have been at home for Marshfield, so not a lot of tests on the road. They lost both of their games at the Mounties tournament to open the season. Meanwhile, Philomath has won back-to-back games, victories over Pendleton, and now a win over Crook County most recently. Starting lineup for the Warriors, Aspen Russell, Monica Tryon, Emily Downisila, along with Zoe Howard and Annika Steen. For the Pirates on the other side, starters include Wynn Button, along with Tatum Montiel, as well as Allie Clark, a junior there. And at the tip is Paige MacDuff. The tip is up, and we are underway here at Marshfield High. Pirates will start with the basketball. Swinging it around on the left side. Grace Peach takes it up to the top. Tatum Montiel swings it around over to the far side where number 10, Gwen Button, has it. Down inside, an attempt by Scriven to try and put it up. She can't quite get it home. Zoe Howard called for the foul as Montiel will go to the line. First one swirls around the hoop and out to the left side. Just getting underway here at Marshfield High. No score until then. Montiel splits the pair and gets the Pirates on the board first. Philomath will get their first chance on offense. Alicia able to Aspen Russell on the right wing. Down into Zoe Howard, but she gets it taken away. Pirates moving quickly the other direction. Stopping and stuttering is Gwen Button. She hands it off to her teammate. Over on the right arc, shoveling past is Grace Peach. Over around, right back to Button. Button guarded by Russell. Trying to contest her way. Over on the far side, up bringing it back to Clark. Here's Button on the left side of the free throw line. Russell trying to scramble for the ball, and a jump ball is called. Will be in Philomath's favor. Trying to get out to a hotter start in their quarterfinal round. Just 6 points in that opening frame yesterday. Looking for their first points of the minute evaporated. Downisila, down low to Russell, right side. Downisila backing away from the double team, finds Steen, a cutting Steen into Howard, and a beautiful ball movement down to the low post. She scoops it up and in for the finish, and Philomath takes the lead 2-1. Philomath once again using that high-tempo full-court press. Steen nearly comes away with the steal, but it'll be another jump ball. Philomath has got theirs. Now Marshfield will be the beneficiaries. Starting with the ball is Button. She swings it to her teammate on the right side, Clark. Clark inside now to Montiel. Montiel over to Peach. Peach back inside and stripped away by Tryon. He deflects it from the low post. Danisula swinging the ball around into Howard again. She curls it back outside to Russell. Inside Danisula. Down to the right block. It's Tryon driving his steam. Floater rolls off the far side of the rim. And it'll be tipped off of bounds off her fingers. Good ball movement around the perimeter so far for the Warriors, implementing their two-person full-court press. It's them moving in the fast break, their best form of scoring. Pirates trying to match their medicine. Howard and Tryon trying to get after it down low, and they force the turnover from the Pirates. Down there on the ground was Peach trying to come away with it and find an outlet, but nobody was there. 5:40 left in this opening quarter. 2-1 Philomath. Now Nisila, with no contestant, crosses the timeline. Gives it to Howard at the top of the key. A cutting Tryon runs into a Marshfield defender at the low block. And there, Peach will be called for the block. Philomath takes it out of bounds on the right side of the near key. Down Nisila, the inbounder. Steen in the far corner, Russell in the near. Nisila claps the ball, inbounds it, and it's taken away by the Pirates there. On the skill to deflect is Montiel. Button finds Peach on the edge. Montiel back over to Button, circling around the perimeter. Gets it off to her teammate Macta. Inside Montiel. Spin around jumper is no good. Bounces off the left side of the glass and a foul called on the floor. It'll be against the Warriors. Foul called on number 12, Emily Danisila, her first team foul for the Warriors. It won't be on the ground. Instead, a shooting attempt for Montiel. She scored the first one in the game. Display her first pair of 3 throws. We'll try and do the same on the second as she missed on the first. Second one checks off the front of the rim. Howard and McDuff battle for it. And Philomath will get it the other way. Just over 5 minutes left. Still a low-scoring first quarter. Both teams struggling to get out to an offensive rhythm. Defensive pressure from both sides. Aspen Russell's tipping it inside, but Montiel then with her ever-present hands tipping the ball away from the Philomath zone. Here's McDuff on the handoff. Top of the key, Peach. Shoots down low for McDuff again. Back out to Peach. At the top of the key, she hands it off to Button. Circling around the perimeter, guarded by Russell. Dishes inside to McDuff. Back outside and around. Marshfield swinging it around. Shot clock at 5. Going down to the low block, handing it off. And a shot by Montiel. It's deflected away by the Warriors. Zoe Howard on the block. But the Pirates recover in the far corner, circling around his Button. She spins in the lane, puts up a shot, and is fouled on her way to the rack. Foul on Russell. Third team foul for Philomath. Marshfield's lone point. Tatum Montiel free throw. When Button, her free throw misses off the right side of it. Howard will switch places with first person off the bench. Spark plug off the bench for the Warriors this year. And Reagan Hyken substitutes in at the left low block. Boxes out. And Tryon will get the rebound. Now just 1 for 5 for the line. 1 for 6, pardon me, are the Pirates with the early going. Over 4 minutes left. 2-1 lead for Philomath. Dish inside Danisila. Hyken trips on her footing. Tries to shovel it back outside, but it's stripped away by Button. Intercepts it. Throws it up court to Clark. Tries the 3, comes up short. Rebounded by Steen, coming up the right side of the hardwood. throws it inside on a heave to Aspen Russell. She stops before stepping out of bounds. Shovels it around to Danisila, who tries a three and hits. Second field goal of the ball game for Philomath. First triple comes from Danisila, leading scorer last night with 12. Or 13, I beg your pardon. And Marshfield forces another turnover. Similar storyline to Crook County last night, pushing the pace a little bit too much against Philomath. Allows the Warriors to do what they do best and act quickly in transition scenario. A couple of substitutions for the Pirates. Actually, a trio comes off the floor. New personnel into the ball game. 5-1, 3:22 left. Danisila takes the inbound from Steen. Far court pass. Try. Back out Danisila. Left angle. Right angle. Russell shovels down to the corner. Double team on Steen. She gets tangled up. It'll be called a jump ball. It'll stay in Philomath's favor. Steen to inbound from the near baseline in front of Marshfield's bench. Pushes it down to Tryon in the corner, right back to Steen. Steen cross court to Russell on the left arc. Danisila looks to reset. Moves it over to Russell on the far side. Down to the left part of the free throw line is Tryon. Warriors with 5 seconds to shoot. Tryon has the ball. Losing track. Steen gets it over to Russell. Last second attempt, but it isn't quite in time, just behind the buzzer. And Philomath runs out of time on that possession. A little bit too much ball movement, but they ran out of time to shoot. The 35-second shot clock rule implemented by the OSAA this season. Megan Hyken swipes that one away out of bounds. It'll stay with Marshfield. Inbound from Montiel, up to the top of the key with Faith Height. Down to the far corner where Browning has it. A shot from the left angle is good by Grace Peach. It'll be good for two. Marshfield cuts within two. 5-3 lead Philomath. 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Now Nisila, Euro step, tries a floater, comes up short, looking for a foul. Tryon turns around on the second effort and will go to the line for a pair. Tryon will try and match Philomath's first quarter total yesterday at 6. And she does. Now looking to surpass it. Two for two from the stripe. Philomath succeeds. Last night's total, 7-3 lead for the Warriors. 2 minutes and winding. Left side Peach. Guarded by Russell contestingly. Swinging around to the far court. A try splitting the three-point line. Coming up short is Browning. She misses that one. Danisila down to Russell in the far corner. Tries to get it down into Hyken. It's deflected, but recovered by Steve. Tryon comes it around, gets it to the high point. Or Danisila. Again, a swing inside and a spin around shot for Hyken at the block. It's as smooth as butter as it bottoms through the net. Marshfield trying up the left side. And the Warriors come up with a double team. Danisila fighting for the basketball and forces a jump ball. It'll stay with Marshfield. Substitution for the Warriors. They're second off the bench. Danisila will head and take a seat as Kipling comes into the ball game for the Warriors. At the free throw line, moving it around, Montiel. They get a far side shot. Rattling it home is Browning. With Warrior hands all up in her face, she bottoms a mid-ranger. Cannon directing through traffic. Gets it over to Tryon. A far pass into Hyken. She puts up a shot and draws the foul. That will be against number 23, Nevaeh Idera. Montiel will come out for Marshfield. Ali Clark checks in. Foul will come on the ground. No shot. 48 seconds left. Steen to inbound. Gets it into Tryon, near side. Cannon at the top of the arc. Stuck in her tracks. Guarded up by Browning. Hyken over to Steen. Attempts a three. That one falls short. Rebounded by the Pirates. Move past the timeline into the front court. It's Clark with the ball. Over around to Peach. Top of the key guarded by Cannon. Russell facing near side against Height. Height shuffles it over to Browning. Browning jab stepping. Under 15 seconds left to shoot. Now at 10. Moving in is MacDuff. Bounce pass. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Number 5 with 5. She throws it away. And Reagan Hyken will scoop it up. That will end the first quarter. Another low-scoring affair between Philomath and their opponent. But the Warriors back for quarter number 2 here inside Marshfield High School. Here on this Friday night. It's 10 days away from Christmas, folks. Getting closer and closer by the day. We're looking to come away with a South Coast Holiday Tournament championship before the holiday rolls around. Leading 9-6 over Marshfield in this semifinal round. Pirates take away from the Warriors to start the second quarter. The Warriors lead it by 3. Running at the left point, Peach. Guarded by Cannon. Dribbling it around. Over to the top. New addition to the game is Erickson. Throw inside. MacDuff tries to back down, but the undersized Russell strips it away. Squeaks away with the ball and forces the change of... Thought it would be the change of possession. Beg your pardon. It'll stay with Marshfield. But a great effort by Russell as he heads to the bench. Back into the game is down easy though. Over on the far side, Peach. Moving it up. Height runs out of time on the shot clock. That's the second straight possession that Marshfield has run out of time to shoot. Strong defensive stand from the Warriors once more. Warriors have been doing well defensively over these past 2 games, limiting opponents to just 23 points. That's nearly 10 points less than their season average of 32.5. Cannon tries from the near side. This is over the top of the rim as it bounces off the back iron. Taking it up for the Pirates is Button, guarded by Danisi there. Left side pushing it in is Peach. A turnaround shot, but blocked by Tryon. Deflected off the hand of MacDuff. Crossing the median line is Danisila, moving it around to try and get it into the block. To Tryon. Flipped out of bounds by the Pirates. Erickson will head to the block. Steen moves it in. Pass is intercepted the other way by McDuff. Trying to take it coast to coast on down Isila, and she'll score. It is now shaved what should be just one. Hyken finds the bottom of the hoop on the pass inside. It'll remain at 11-6 Philomath. Now it's changed to 11-8. Whoa, okay. Things are going on the scoreboard. In my mind, I think it is 11-8 Philomath. They just corrected. Yes, indeed it is. Montiel in some trouble. Philomath tips it up. Now trying to still come away with it. Another offensive rebound for the Pirates, but now Steen finally comes away from the scramble, trying to take it herself, and she'll scoop it home. But a lefty finish for Steen. Philomath again with strong defensive pressure. Steen, another steal. And lays it around. Back-to-back steals and scores for Steen, and she isn't letting up off the heat. Right up in the kitchen of the Pirates. Pirates struggle to find options early. Now trying a three is McDuff. Leaving it up from the near side. She doesn't get it to fall. Here comes the ever-quick Steen. Has to flip it in desperation. Try on to keep the possession alive. He'll stay with the Warriors as it bounces off the Pirates' hands. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. 15 Philomath. McDuff takes a seat. Browning comes back in. Steen on the near arc. Shoves it down to Isila. Driving baseline. Circles it back out to Steen. She drives to her left again. Moves it over the top of the rim. And it's put back by Tryon. 17-8 Philomath. A strong scoring run to start the second quarter. Warriors hold a 17-8 lead. Off of a nice 9-point scoring run, 9-2 run to start this second quarter. And with 4:40 left, the Warriors hold a 9-point advantage. Back to the action, just under 5 minutes left. Marshfield takes possession, but a little bit too many steps there by one Gwynn Button. Right, switches places with Peach. Mika Boynton into the game for Philomath, seeing her first action along with Cannon off the bench back in. Isila trying to drive it her own way to the hole. She fumbles the ball on her way there, tries to save it, but can't quite get it back into play. Montiel inbounds. Warriors again with full court pressure. And Steen against getting active with those swipes. 2 steals already tonight for Steen. Back-to-back scores for Philomath, leading 17-8. Faith Height Moving around midcourt. Cannon playing off ball. Circles around to the left arc, putting pressure on there. Keeping Marshfield on their toes around the perimeter. Shot clock approaching 5. A shot from inside the mid-range point from Grace Peach. Here comes Steen. Hands it off to Down-Isila. Down low, Hyken on a rifle of a pass inside. She gets taken away from the backside over the top of her head. Settling and dishing is Height. Back to Montiel at the top of the arc. She drives inside. Double blocked by both Boynton and Down-Isila. Here comes Shaylee May into the ball game, seeing her first action of the evening. Cannon will take a seat. 3.5 left in this first half. Warriors leading 17-8. Down-Isila gets it over to Steen, and a moving screen called on Steen as May was trying to take it around on the pick and roll. First foul of the second period for the Warriors. Desperation heave over the top. Doesn't go the Pirates' way. A little bit of a flip up to the basket goes through for Steen. She gets right back at it defensively. So do the rest of the Warriors. Right on the Pirates' hip, 19-8 Philomath. Left corner 3 is good. Knocked down by Caitlin Browning. Hand off May, circling around the perimeter. Steen loses it for a bit. Browning trying to get after her, and it's a block called. Steen gets taken out, falls to the floor. Avea Idera switches places with Faith Height on the floor. Steen to inbound, down to Boynton near corner. Hyken one-on-one. Misses that one under the hoop. Steen saves it as she flies out of bounds. Circling around, still trying to scoop it up and keep it the Warriors' way. She's called for a travel, but a good effort hustle. Monica Steen all over the place tonight. Making plays at every point on the hardwood. Hyken will head to the bench. Tryon comes back into the lineup. Pirates trying to move forward into the front court. Over 2 minutes left. 19-11 Philomath. Near side Peach. Moving it down to MacDuff. Back around over to the far side where Allie Clark. Long distance shot from Idera doesn't fall. Seen coming up the far side. Cut off by a defender. Now Down-Isila. Facilitating. Gets a cutting Steen. Scoops it up around. It bounces off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Pirates. Taking the other way is MacDuff. And a timeout called by Coach Silva. Pirates get a trio of points while Philomath gets 2 over that little bit of time. Just under 90 seconds to go in this first half. When we come back, 19-11 Philomath. 8-point lead for the Warriors. Here on Blake State. Warriors trying to eclipse 20 before the break. Scored 40 total last night. 16 of those coming in the fourth and final quarter. at 24 points through 3, so off to a better scoring pace tonight. Marshfield still with the basketball. Hasn't had a lot of offensive options due to plays like that on the Warrior defense. So flying Annika Steen again in there to disrupt the passing abilities of the Pirates. It'll stay with Marshfield. Warriors again using that zone pressure. A wide open three off the inbound. Bottoms. And Nevaeh Idera. Downisila tries one to the rack and one. Downisila is looking around, normally a facilitator, to get it over to her teammates, but saw a clear path to the hoop. Had a Pirate come out and try to knock her off her path, but wasn't going to be denied to the cup. Had a 3-point earlier, now completes the 3-point play. Warriors 22, Marshfield 14, and a travel call. Marshfield going the other way. Another turnover forced by the Warriors. Trying to stretch the lead to double digits. Anisiba, top point. Flips it over to Boynton. Back to Downisila. Circling around, hands off on the perimeter, and a timeout called by Coach Silva trying to set up a scoring play. We'll take a 30-second break. Warriors leading 22-14, trying to make it a 10-point advantage going into the locker room. Boys game coming up after this for Philomath. So they'll also take on Marshfield. That game set to start at 8:30. I believe, if my memory doesn't be right. But either way, it'll be right after this one. Still 40 seconds and a half to play. Steen flips it inside. Downisila. Downisila over to May. May inside Boynton. Over near side, Steen posts up on the block, rolls it off the rim, rebounded by Boynton, another chance. Warriors with 22 seconds left. Downisila from the free throw line, off the mark. And it bounces out of bounds. Switches over to Marshfield. Pirates have it, looking for the final shot. Warriors keeping it in the front court. Clock nearly runs out. And the half tie over the timeline. Shot clock is dark. 5 seconds left to go in the half. Pirates looking for a shot. A chance at the low block. At the buzzer. Paige McDuff gets the shot to roll in. And cuts the lead to just 6 for Philomath. 22-16, the halftime score for the Warriors. Trying to come out and get a separating third quarter like last night. Try and pull away from the Pirates. Close the door in this one. 22-16. We'll be back at 10 for the second half here on Blake's Tape. Back here for half number 2 here inside Marshfield High School. As Philomath and Marshfield get themselves ready for the second half of this one. Just concluded the final round of the annual three-point shooting contest. Philomath's contestants in Preston Kramer and Caleb Russell did not advance past the first round. Emily Townisula for the Philomath girls advanced to the final just before this game, but couldn't quite come up with the W. But the all-time leader for the tournament three-point contest is on Redmond's squad. I don't know his name, but he had 26 and 67. Pretty impressive, I gotta say. Philomath will start with the ball to start the second half. 22-16. 6-point lead for the Warriors. Emily Townisula inbounds it to Annika Steen, and not everybody's quite ready or off the court, but Philomath is ready to get right after it. Seems like a Coach Silva type style. Get right from the get-go. Set the tone to start this second half. Obviously, our amp coming out of the locker room, trying to stretch the lead and pull away for another shot, getting redemption and tournament title. Get it right off, a backdoor cut, look for Steen. She couldn't kiss it off the window in time. Pirates take it the other way. Shifting through the front court is Button. Over to Peach on the near side. Back over to Button. Inside look. Easy option in Montiel, but she swirls it off the rim. Sealing it right back, though, and putting it home is MacDuff, who had the final point of the first half. Similar to that shot right there. 4-point lead for Philomath. Looking to respond. Best offensive possession there for both of those squads. Philomath couldn't quite finish. Joey Howard tries to shuffle it inside. Falling to the floor, trying in an attempt to re-grasp it. The ball goes toward the Pirates. Button moves it up. Townisula with a chance to steal it back. Officials discussing. Coach Silva wanting it to go the Warriors' way. He said it will stay with Marshfield. Inbounded the Button. Crosses the timeline. Shuffles over to Clark. Clark back around to Button. Inside look. Another finish, this time on Montiel. Pirates finding success on the low block. And the lead now evaporated to just 2 for Philomath. Howard comes off a Townisula screen on the far side. Left angle shuffles inside on the pick and roll. She spins around and lofts it up and over the rim. He gets a slap on the wrist and will go to the stripe for 2. Townisula sinks the first, making it a 3-point lead for the Warriors, 23-20. 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Lead now to 4. Warriors as much of their offensive life at the free throw line, especially last night's second half. A chance on the drive for Paige McDuff, but she gets tangled up. Slide right in her tracks to prevent her from getting to the circle. Over on the baseline, inbound to Clark. Clark around the semicircle, hands it off to Button. Button gives to Peach. Peach right back to Button. Comes off the screen, 10 seconds to shoot. Clark goes inside. Right back to her. 5 seconds to shoot for Marshfield. Already 2 shot clock violations tonight. The Warriors trying to come away with it. And decked down to the floor is Steve. Mismatched on Tatum Montiel. Warriors force the jump ball anyway, and it'll go in their favor. Marshfield nearly with their 3rd shot clock violation tonight. Let a lot of their possessions develop. Plenty of time. Nisila at the logo. Over to Russell, right back down Nisila. Near side, here's Steen. Steen back to down Nisila, backdoor cut. Posts up at the block and kisses it in. A teardrop into the net. Swishes through for Steen. 6-point lead for Philomath, 26-25 and a half left in the third. And off Button at the top of the key. She tries a mid-ranger. And travels on her way to the spot. Substitution incoming for Marshfield. Via Idera moves in for Button. Howard will bounce it in to Down-Nisila. Crosses the Pirate logo, purple and gold. Black and gold. Blocking inside Steen, a turnaround jumper. Bounces it up and in off the glass. Monica Steen having a heck of a night. Making a lot of plays defensively. Marshfield running out of time to get across half court, just like they do to get up a shot. A chance from the three-point line from the near side. Doesn't fall for Nevaeh Idera. Here comes Down-Nisila up the near side. Tries to take it to the hole. She misses. Saving it for Marshfield, but getting it right back to Philomath. Howard gets the and one. A quick save by McDuff. And then a speedy put-up by Howard completes the three-point play. And just like that, a Warrior lead that shriveled up to 2 has now expanded to their largest lead, now at 11. 31-20 Philomath over a fast break transition scoring run. Steen again, right up in the kitchen of the Pirates, taking it away, her third steal of the evening. Gets a backdoor cut, drives baseline, bounce inside, try on. Washes off the window. 33-20 Philomath, 4 minutes left in the third, and they're starting to pull away. Here's Idera, guarded by Steen, right on her hip. Russell in the face of Browning, trying to come around and play Wolf against Montiel. Knocking down a way deep shot is Idera from no man's land. Sinks the triple. Cannon will substitute for Down-Nisila. She'll head to the bench. 33-23, Warriors in front. Just under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Russell, far side. Gives to Cannon at the top of the key. Bullet inside to Tryon. Spins it. Like a beach ball on the rim, it falls through. Steve, another steal. Stripping it away from the Pirates left and right. Tries a deep triple of her own, goes back iron. Russell scrambling after it. She saves it and gets fouled on her way to push it back in. Steen will take it out of bounds for the inbound. Third team foul of the period for the Pirates. A couple of Marshfield men's players and Redmond players shuffling along the far side. Warriors now get a chance to inbound. A far in pass to Russell. Loses it. Cannon has it. Now loses it. And Marshfield takes it away. Maybe not for long. But they dish it inside. A nice breakaway layup for Caitlin Browning. Marshfield dosing up. A little bit of Philomath's own medicine. Still the lead at 10 for the Warriors. A big pass inside on the backdoor cut for Russell. Cannon led her a little bit too far in front. Idera, one-on-one. Hands it off. Peach. Back to Browning. Crosses up on Russell. Trying to find her way to the hole. Picks up a foul on her way to the rack. She'll try a couple. Travels the first one in. Anisula swaps with Russell. First one falls, and so does the second. Anisula trying to spread it for Philomath. Gives it over to Steen and misfires behind the arms of a far triple try from Paige McDuff. Rebounded by Steen. The Warriors will go the other way. Dionisio to the cutting Steen. Euro steps and gives it to Tryon. Now out to Cannon near side arc. Shuffling around. Bounces down Isila from three. Rattles in and out. Steen scrambles to the floor. She falls. And it will go out of the Warriors. 35-27, 90 seconds left in this third quarter. Philomath leading by 8. Pirates shuffle it up. And trying to stop herself midair was Browning. The gravity took its effect. Danisila moving her way along the hardwood. Flies that one over the head of Tryon. Minute 16 left in the third. Inbound to Idera. Full court press by Philomath. Trying to split the needle is Montiel. Warriors quickly get it back. Off the swipe from Cannon. She gets it in the corner now. Minute left to go. Cannon trapped between two defenders. And it'll be a jump ball going in favor of Marshfield. Substitution in for Marshfield. As Erickson switches with Montiel. Pirates will inbound from the left corner. Moving from left to right. Move it up the court to MacDuff. Swinging it around. A triple try for Idera. She gives it in to Peach. And will be fouled as she puts up a shot. 35-27 Philomath. Pirates trying to cut into it at the line with a chance for two. A couple of substitutions for the Warriors. Boynton and May switch with Cannon and Howard. While both MacDuff and Idera go to the bench. Each converts both. 6-point lead for the Warriors. Lead that once stood at 13. Trying to finish the third quarter on top with a scoring. Crossing up, Hyken loses the ball as she tries to wrinkle her way to the rack. 25 seconds to go. Third quarter. Shot clock dark. A heavily contesting Steen splits two defenders. She tries to get her way in front of Browning, but gets caught trailing behind, and thus picks up the foul. It'll be on the ground, though. We'll stay with Marshfield. Substitution short-lived as Tryon and Steen now move out. Russell and Boynton back into the ballgame. Inbound, tipped up for a moment, stays with the Pirates. Pulled down by Peach. Thinking about a jumper is Browning. She gives it away. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Height, heavily contested. Tries to find her teammate. Spin around shot. Not a chance. Warriors with some good defense there at the trail end. And they take a 6-point lead into the fourth and final quarter. 35-29. The Warriors lead it by 6. We'll be back for the final 8-minute stretch here on Blake's Take. We welcome you back inside Marshfield High School, the 21st Annual South Coast Holiday Tournament semifinal between number 2 Philomath and number 10 Marshfield. Warriors leading 35-29, and we'll start with the ball to kick off the fourth quarter. Anisila inbounds to Russell, right back to Anisila. Far side, crosses the logo, guarded by Browning on her left tip. Over to May near side. Here comes down to Moynton. Swings it around to Russell, far side arc. Gives it back to Anisila, top of the key. It's intercepted by the Pirates. Clark takes it away. Pirates have been getting it after it defensively. Here's Erickson on the near side. Gives it back up to Height at the top of the key. One-on-one with Russell. Goes isolation. Push down to the corner. Hyken swats that one. And the inward pass to Erickson. A trio of substitution comes in for Marshfield. Back into the ball game are Idera, Montiel, and MacDuff. Here's Idera circling the perimeter. Russell guarding her way for way. 8 seconds to shoot. Dribbling it around. Browning guarded by May. Running out of time. 3 seconds to shoot. A desperation three. Bounces off the glass. And another shot clock violation by Marshall. Their third of the evening. Have run down the shot clock to its bitter seconds. Dragging out possessions. Try and find their best option, but that one ended with a open a prayer of a three. Under 7 minutes to play. Down Nisila for a triple. Bounces off the top of the block. Pirates moving the other way. Inward pass from Clark. Denied by Hyken at the block. Swats it away from Montiel. Hyken with the height to chase down that one on Montiel. Pass into the corner. Clark gets it back to Montiel. This time Steen, a little bit more mismatch. It's called for the foul on Montiel's way up to the hoop. 35-29 Philomath. 6:39 to play. Marshfield slowly climbing their way back in it. Philomath trying to stretch away. Montiel's first misses. Second goes in and out. Browning with the rebound, and Hyken called for a quick foul as Browning immediately tried to put it back. Warriors with not much foul trouble in the third quarter, and having some slip-ups here on the defensive end. That one bounces off the back iron. Philomath benefiting on these missed free opportunities to cash in for the Pirates. Browning slides in the second. 5-point advantage for the Warriors. 6.5 to play. Down Isila. Looks for Russell. She circles around the arc. Top of the key. Eichen takes a step, stops. Now a wide open back lane cut and away home for Monica Tryon. Montiel stuff. Trying to intercept it is Tryon again. She places herself in between two Marshfield offenders. Warriors playing defensive backs on the defensive end right now. Hawking balls left and right. Shot clock under 15 for Marshfield. Browning stops. Gives it over to Clark. Clark stopped by Steen. 5 seconds to shoot once again for the Pirates. Running out of time. Looking for an option. And the Warriors are called for a foul with 1 second left on the shot clock. It's Russell who's rung up. The clock has reset, but it should only be 1 second left to shoot. And the officials are not going to call it. Ben Silva, no contest. The pass into the corner, rattles in and out for Clark. Rebounded by the Pirates, a putback. Swirls in for McGuff. 5-point advantage for Philomath, 37-32, 5.5 to play. Down Nisila. Tries to find an option. Can't get it off the backboard. McDuff coming the other way. Stops at the right arc. Moves center. Here's Idera. Far side three. True. Browning bottoms it. And the Warriors have had their lead shriveled to 2. Marshfield with the momentum of the home crowd. Tryon crossing over. Tries to go to the hoop. And draws her foul under the way. The difference between these two squads. Warriors have been converting at the line. Marshfield not so much. 8 points in the fourth quarter off free throws last night. Tryon converts on her first. Trying to make it a 2-possession lead. But she puts down the second. Second one won't fall. But a lane violation called on the Pirates. Tryon will get another try at it. Substitution in for Marshfield. William Clark will add to the back. Gracie Peach back into the game. Tryon. True. 4-point lead for Philomath, 39-35. Top 10 showdown in the state. Eichen holds off and doesn't tip it away. Lets a self-inflicted wound cost the Pirates in that possession. Joey Howard taking it across the timeline. Gets it back from Russell. Moves to the near side, Steve. Shovels inside. Reagan Heiken trying to get to the cup. No foul called. And now she gets knocked on the wrist. Trying to recover and get back up to reclaim the ball was Peach. Instead, picks up her second personal foul. Now Nisila checks back in as Heiken will take a seat. She gives it in to Tryon. Lost by Howard. She quickly picks it up. Hands it off to Russell. Circling inside to the key. Hands it off to Downisula. Down to the block. Swings it in to Tryon. A scramble on the floor. A couple of Marshfield players go after it along with Steen at the bottom of the pile. It comes away cleanly as it's a foul on Browning of Marshfield. Her second personal, third team foul of the period for Marshfield. 4 minutes to go, 39-35 Philomath. Down Isila, down to the left corner, charging in. Is Steen, she loses it. Here's Howard, moving around the arc, dribbling right, gives it off to Steen. Bounces over to Russell, comes back near side, 15 seconds to shoot. Down Isila, moving around the perimeter, gives inside, trying to do a backside pass to Howard. She gets stuck on the block, bounces to Russell. An open mid-range jump shot, flies a bit short. 3.5 to go. 4-point lead for Philomath. Far side, it's Idera. Looks inside for MacDuff, backing down, hooks it over the top of Tryon, and tickles the line. .307 to go. Howard an open three. Bounces off the side of the iron. Gets her a rebound. Cuts into the paint. And a foul against the Pirates. Called against me via Idera. Her fourth personal foul. That'll force a substitution for the Pirates as Allie Clark re-enters the ball game. Down Isila, back. Russell, left angle. Off to Down Isila, top point. Dribbling right. Gives off to Tryon. Stuck at the line. Has it tipped away. Quickly pouncing on it is Peach. That's put back. The bounce. The quick timeout is called. Coach Silva wanted confirmation on that. But there was no control of possession, but it was for the Pirates. 39-37, a 2-point separating these two top 10 teams. We'll be back for the final home stretch here in a short second here on Blake State. Back inside Marshfield High, 39-37. Warriors trying to take down the tournament host in the Pirates. Clean up on aisle 6 over on the far side of the court. It's the longtime Marshfield AD, head of the tourney. Cleans it up with a piece of fabric. Debate over here on the near side bench in front of the scoring table. Coach Silva arguing if the Warriors had possession, Marshfield had possession and made a quick timeout and a scramble for a loose ball. And thus the Pirates will start with it on the Warriors' end of the floor. 39-37 for Philomath, 2:43 to go in this fourth quarter with a bid to the championship game on the line. Gracie Peach. Back over to Montiel. Moving it into the front court. Here's Peach. Off the handoff. Guarded by Steen on the right hip. Now a handoff. Out at the logo is Clark. Down over to Russell. Guarding contestingly. Double team. Inside. An option. MacDuff scoops it up with it. And the game has now been tied. 39-39. Warriors have not trailed since the first quarter. the very first point of the game. Steen carves away to the cup, misses the try, puts it, tries to get it back. It is called for an offensive foul, even though she got punched in the mouth. Way to try and get the rebound. Allie Clark will substitute out. Allie England, the VA Dara back into the game. Under 2 minutes to play, the game is tied, 39-39 Philomath and Marshfield. Stakes getting higher. Tryon steals it away. Steen on the near side. Up to down Isila. Top point. Shuffles. Round to the far side, Russell. Back into the corner. Up to Howard on the near arc. Tryon. Moving handoff down Isila. To the baseline. Shot mark at 10. Gets the ball taken away from her. And a travel call against Marshfield. A big turn of possession toward the Warriors. Now Nisila will get the inbound from the near side of the key. Looking for an option, gets it into Howard. Pump bot shake. Shake and bake to the back. Drops it in, 41-39 Philomath. That one's thrown away by Marshfield. Tryon scoops it up. Steen will hand it off to down Isla. Warriors slowing it up, evaporating clock. Under a minute to play, 41-39 Philomath. Steen moving in and out, slicing and dicing. Russell back to Howard. Top of the arc. Hand off Steen. She loses it for a brief moment. Gives it to Tryon. Driving baseline. Trying to skirtle it around. But took a couple too many steps. On her way to the cup. 40 seconds to go. 2-point lead Philomath, 41-39. And a timeout called on the floor. Big time shot by Zoe Howard. Bodying her way to the cup. And kissing it off the high point above the white square on the window. Winner advances to tomorrow night's championship game, where they will await the fate of the other opponent. Philomath boys coming up against Marshfield right after this. It'll be a quick 15-minute break between games. Unless this one needs extra minutes. Warriors hoping to avoid that. 2-point lead for the Warriors with a timeout on their side. On the floor down Isila, Howard, Tryon, Russell, and Steen. Montiel to inbound. Warriors with full court pressure. Russell shuffling up, increasing the heat. Pirates trying to move it up. Running out of clock to get it over the timeline. They do with clock to spare. 8. Lots of congestion up in the backcourt. Trying to go to the court, trying to go to the cup, and a double dribble called against the Pirates. Paige McDuff, who's been so clutch all game, has a crucial call go against her in the final seconds. Home crowd of Marshfield fans that are peppered throughout the crowd, voicing their opposition to the call on the floor. 41-39 Philomath, 23 seconds to go. Officials discussing in center court. Double dribble was the call on the floor. And the call will stand. Down east, you let it inbound. Marshfield brings full court presence of their own. Spinning off the screen, Tryon comes back to save the Warriors. Here comes down Isila. Carving her way across midcourt. 15 seconds to play. Dribbling left side. Tries to get it down to Howard. Just outside the key, she gets pushed back on a foul. And a timeout taken by the Warriors just before the foul was called or after. Either way. 10 seconds to play. Coach Silva trying to set up a scoring option. Try and stretch this lead to 2 possessions and virtually put it on ice. Philomath boys shuffling into the gym wearing their blacks. Marshfield wearing their home whites. Will be an inbound play for Philomath. Anisila, the inbounder, on the left side of the key. 14 fouls each. Foul shooting not a factor yet. Inbound to Tryon. She gets jabbed immediately. One more foul and the Warriors will go to the line. Maybe I'm wrong. 5 team fouls, all it takes to go to the line for Tryon. Tryon makes the first. 3-point lead. 1 shot, 2 possessions. Ball game winner. Butter. 43-39 Philomath. Warriors lead it by 4. Forbidding 2 quick scoring attempts from the Pirates, and the Warriors have it all but locked up. Message in the huddle likely, don't foul. A good word of advice. And the Warriors state championship head coach. Championship that was won in this very gym. McDuff will inbound. Warriors with full court. Playing off the ball. Steen avoiding contact. Falling out of bounds on her way up the hardwood on the right side is Button. She loses the ball and loses control. And the Warriors will take over. 5.9 seconds left. Inbound to down Isila. Marshfield coach Doug Miles telling his players to press up. And they do. Go red alert and put one of the Warriors' best free throw shooters at the line. Hey, down Isila. Looking to add some extra icing to the cake. Her second swirls in from the strike. Clock, its final expiration. The ball finishes in the hands of Zoe Howard by the clutch bucket to separate the lead. And the Warriors survive and take down the host tournament team 44-39. They win the top 10 for a showdown and will have a shot at redemption in the South Coast Holiday Tournament title game tomorrow night. Coming up in just 15 short minutes, The Philomath Boys, who have risen the ranks, now number 5 in the state. Marshfield sitting at number 6 in the 4A classification. Good one on tap. Here to cap off an eventful day of Oregon High School basketball. Thanks for tagging along for the ride. Number 2 Philomath squeaks away with their 3rd consecutive victory. It ends Marshfield's 4-game win streak. Get a shot at the title again tomorrow. Boys looking to join them. Hope you can join me back here in a few short minutes. Now Blake's take.